All right, now we are ready to go over the parts of a essay. So the main three parts are listed right here, the introduction, body, and conclusion. Uh, you will be expected to write a 5 paragraph essay, so therefore your body paragraphs will be, instead of just one, you'll have 3 items there. So let's get moving on in the parts of our essay. So basically, when we hear the word essay, we need to think 5 paragraphs. So moving on to paragraph 1, we have the introduction. With the introduction, you are grabbing the attention of your reader through something known as the lead or the hook. Now, a couple different ways you could do this. You could use an anecdotal hook or lead, which would be a type of story. You could use a surprising statement, such as a fact or a statistic, or perhaps a quote from a famous person. Also, within the introduction, you want to include background information because your reader does not know everything about the topic that you are discussing. You are the expert and you need to share your expertise with the reader. Now, a couple things we don't want to do. You do not want to apologize in the introduction. Also, there is no need to write, I will write, or today we will, because your name is listed up on the top of the essay. Therefore, the reader already knows that you are the author. Please do not use a dictionary definition because, again, the reader can look that item up using a traditional paper dictionary or some type of app on a device. Also, please do not be wordy. Be clear and be concise. Now, moving on to transitions. Transitions are needed in many places. For instance, when you are moving from one paragraph to another, or from one idea to another within a paragraph. So if you're talking about how awesome cats are and then you move on to dogs, you need to include some type of transition to help your reader adjust to moving from one topic to another. Moving on to the body. This is like the meat and potatoes of your critical essay. So these paragraphs tie into or support your thesis statement. Within the body, please be sure to include a transition sentence where you're moving from one topic to another. Now, within the body, you are switching between your textual evidence, where you have your quote from the source which you are using, as well as the documentation in parentheses. And again, that's the author's last name and page number. Your commentary, these are your words. So within the commentary, the writer, yourself, you are explaining why the words in the textual evidence that you used matter. So that is what the commentary consists of. So you'll repeat the body section of the critical essay 3 times, and then you will finally move on to the conclusion. So within the conclusion, your topic sentence of that paragraph will include a reworded thesis statement. Not a rewritten thesis statement, a reworded thesis statement. Within the conclusion, you are ending the essay and kind of wrapping up all of your loose ends. Keep in mind, we don't want to copy and paste the thesis statement. Uh, Again, we're reviewing main points, and you're ending with some type of final thought. Maybe you're tying into that quotation that you use to start your essay in the introduction, or you are just giving the reader a call to action of some sort. So, moving on to the very end, your end thoughts or your clincher. Again, you might hear both of those statements in your various language arts classes. Some suggestions to follow: use a quotation. Consider evoking a vivid or a very strong image. Again, just like we discussed earlier, some type of call to action for the reader. Perhaps end your essay with a warning of some sort, showing the negative consequences of not following through with an action. And finally, you could compare ideas, maybe consider something philosophical in the conclusion portion of your essay. So, again, let's jump back through things here. With your essay, you have the introduction in the beginning, followed by the body section. This is where the meat and potatoes of your essay are found. And then finally, you're tying up all of the pieces or the loose ends in your conclusion to create a solid, succinct essay.